Hello, everyone. Good evening. As I said last week, this week I will be on holidays until next Wednesday. And for this reason, I am recording our study, our conversation for this Thursday. And I hope you understand. Unfortunately, it's not online, but I found this way to keep everyone updated, busy, and studying Spiritism. Okay, so in order to start, let me do initial prayer. So I want to ask for everyone who is watching, who will watch this live, me find these friends well, may have consolation for those who are in need. May send these good vibrations to those brothers and sisters who are thinking about suicide. To those leaders, governance, may this prayer reach them and help them to have wise decisions in benefit of the people and not their pockets. So be it. Amen. Okie dokie. So let's start. So we will start today a new chapter, chapter 8 of book number 2 of the Spirit's book. And this chapter 8, the main topic it is Emancipation of the Soul. Emancipation of the Soul, chapter 8. And the subtopic today it is sleep and dreams. We will not have enough time to finish this sub-item, so we will divide it in two parts. First, today, we will go until the end of question 402. And next week, we start from 403 onwards. Okay? So, sleeping and dreams. Everybody here, I bet everybody here, at least once in your entire life, questioning, raise a question or a doubt, or was thinking about a dream. It was a message, it was a waking up call, it was someone trying to talk to you. Everyone, I don't, young or old, everyone here, I bet you stop once and you raise those questions. And what are the dreams? Are we talking to the spirits? How it works? And then we will discuss this a little bit further. Kardec asked to the spirits, does an incarnate spirit willingly stay in his corporeal envelope? So Kardec was saying, okay, when we, physical body, go to bed, Will the spirit stay with us? And in order to answer this question, we should we should think like this. If I spirit, if I spirit will incarnate to go under trials, to go under expiations, perhaps, uh, will they like it or not? I assume most of them, they may accept, okay, I need to go. But they cannot say, wow, I will reincarnate, yes. I don't think that's going to happen. Because being incarnated, it means tough times, difficult understandings, difficult times. All this represents a kind of imprison the spirits with the bodies. So, at the moment when the machine, the body, sleep, which means turn off, but don't turn off completely because our heart is still beating, our respiratory system is still working. Otherwise, the machine will die. You know? So, but the conscious, when the conscious is out, when the conscious here is logged off, the spirits will take this opportunity and run away. Say, hey, I'm out of here. At least for those who sleeps 8 hours, for 8 hours I am free. So, what it does mean? It means that the spirit will not stay in the body all the time. The spirit will go to the spiritual world. Or at least they will go in the spiritual world in a, let's call, transitory level. Why transitory? Because in this place, we will have spirits who are incarnated and spirits who are still in the spiritual world. It's a kind of transition. It's a kind of, when you have a friend, these friends live far away from you, but you call him and say, hey, I'm willing to travel with my family. Let's meet your daughter. Let's find a middle point. So I go halfway, and you go the other halfway, and we spend the weekend together. We spend some time together. It's more or less like this. They go into this point, and then they have the interactions, or the spirit, it is in a mission. Is perhaps you are evolved spirit, and you are a important tool. You are an important person for a special mission, let's say. So your mentors will come to get you and say, hey, let's go, let's work. But you can ask me, sorry. Sorry. So you can ask me, Stevan, will spirits do not sleep? No, they don't need it. Sleep, it is necessity is sleeping is a necessity of your body because your body needs to recover energy. Spirits don't need it. Like spirits don't need to eat, don't need to drink water. Oh, but I read in the Kardec's book, in the Chico Xavier books, especially the André Luiz, they you read with carefully. André Luiz, many, many, many times they say, we went to a special house to wait some time to not to rest, but to rest in order to let's talk about something not in connection with our mission, or while we waiting someone who coming from superior plan or somewhere until they come, or we will need because we need to wait for the right time because we need to wait this the incarnated spirit arrive to a certain point, and then we're gonna act upon these friends. So it's a rest. It's like it is a kind of a gathering, but it's not. I sleep. Oh, I will go to bed and you call me in 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours. No, they don't need it. Spirit don't need it. Body need it. Otherwise, try to be awake for 24 hours, 48 hours, 36 hours. You're kind of a zombie. Why? Because the body is a material thing, need that moment to reset the factory. Like when you have your mobile phone, everything is upside down your phone, and the last option is reset to the factory default. It's kind of this. Okay, happy days. Then we go to question 401. During sleep, does the soul rest like the body? Answer. During sleep, the bonds that link him to the body are loosened, and as the body does not need him while sleeping, the spirit travels through space and enters into a more direct connection with other spirits. This just corroborates, this confirm what we have explained so far. Okay? So we go now to question 402. How can we confirm the fact that the spirit is free during sleep? And Kardec needed a page and a half. No, almost 2 pages. Almost 2 pages. At least my edition here. Almost 2 pages to answer that question. Just that specific question. This is why we will not finish the entire sub-item today, because we have wonderful insights, wonderful thoughts from the spirits and from Kardec in this question, and we need to understand this before we go any further. So, and spirits start. Through dreams, spirits' faculties are more amplified when compared with the waking state. Of course, my friends, if the spirit, when they are incarnated, they have some kind of limitation. What these limitations are? Our physical body limitation. But at the moment the spirit is free of this limitation, they amplify, like they are saying here, their faculties. Okay? Happy days? And they keep going here. He is always to recall the past and sometimes to catch a glimpse of the future. It's it is extremely important you understand how important it is the sleep. We will see why, but in certain point here, oh yeah, the spirit says the influence of sleep on your life is greater than you think. Why is greater than I think? Because you just say, "Oh, I'm gonna sleep, my spirit will go to the spiritual world and then return." Okay, yeah, that this is exactly what happened. But how important it is. This is what we're gonna discuss now. Sleep, we can define sleep as a process to free the spirit from the body temporarily. That's how we can say it is the definition of sleep. Okay? Why? Because when you sleep, you briefly find yourself in the state in which you will permanently be after death. In other words, sleeping is like dying. Same story, because when we die, the material body stay and the spirit goes back, return to the spiritual world. I think there is nothing new here. I think you are more than familiar with that. Okay? So, and the dreams. And the dreams. What's the role dreams have here? I already mentioned it, giving us a glimpse from the future, visit the past. Uh, Remember when I already mentioned here, I even prepared a deck, a slide, and already showed here to everyone. But André Luiz, in the book in the Greater World, he talks about the mental house. And the mental house, why he calls mental house? Because he compare our brain like a mental house, in which at the bottom of the house, at the it's not that case what they call at the bottom of the house, we what we do generally, like if you are in the US, you have another room or you will use it as storage, you put it there what you don't need anymore. Everything is kind of old in a, in a, in the middle of the house, let's say in the living room. Usually, you have things you're gonna use today. In the attic, the top of the house, you put there things you may use someday. So then we have three things: bottom, things I will never use; middle, things I am currently using; and third, things I will use in the future. And this is how is our brain, how we think. We we have things happened to us in the past, and we don't need this anymore. So we put it aside. Things we have lived in previous life, but we need to capture those memories because we will need those skills in this life. Also, we have the other part, which are the skills I am learning in this life, or I will learn in nearby future, in which I will apply today. So André Luiz called it the mental house. And how this is important. When we dream, one of the things, among a lot of things, may happen to us. We may sometimes visit our past life. Why? Because this perhaps gonna help us. Perhaps you are in a very difficult situation. You need to make a decision. You don't know what to do. So the spirits, they cannot interfere in your decision. Say, oh, do this or do that. But they will kind show you facts. And those facts will help you to make up your mind, made your mind. And these facts, for example, if you have lived in previous life, they may show you, say, hey, my Stevan, take a look in this situation when you had a kind of similar situation in the past. See how you act, what was the actions, what were the actions, what were the consequences. Think about that. And then you decide what you want to do, what you are willing to do. That's what happened. There is no big deal there. Or sometimes we are allowed to mirror what we're gonna see or gonna face in our future. We can use all this situation, as I said, to reset everything, to say, hey, come on, this is not me. I need to restart. I need to return today and keep going in a different way. I cannot do what I'm doing. I need to change myself. This is what we talk. This is what we say. So, what the Spirit says here: through sleep, incarnate spirits are always in touch with the spiritual world. Sleep is the door that God opens to them to contact their friends in heaven. It is their break, as it were, after a day of work, as they wait for the great deliverance. They find the final liberation, which shall allow them to be once again in their element. So they are looking forward to it. When you remember your time in school when you were young, you were always looking for the break to play, to eat, to do something special, to date your girlfriend, your boyfriend, to meet your friends, have a nice conversation with them. It's exactly like this. I love this comparison here. In your break, you are free to do whatever you want to. If you that day you're feeling you need to be among friends, you'll be there. If that day you think, oh, I need to go to the library, I need to read this book, I need to finish that assignment, you will do it. If in that day you are hungry, so you will do it. So, in other words, during your breaks, at the time when you were, or perhaps you are now, in the school time, it is for the spirit. It's a break. They need to go. Let's move on. They need to go. They need to do something. Okay? Like in dreams, can tell us a lot of things, amazing things. Like we have the dream of Joan of Dark. Um, she dreamt that she will save France, and she did at the end. And she did at the end. Yeah. So let me change this here. 1 second, my friends. Okay. Okay. So we 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 always think about it very deeply. Like dreams sometimes tell us, oh, I dream with grandma, or I dream with my mom. She was telling me this, I was telling them that, and this sometimes work. We cannot say a dream is a kind of fortune teller for ourselves. No, this doesn't work as a fortune teller. We can say dreams are the greatest waking up call we have for ourselves. But it's not because you just pray tonight. You oh, we pray, oh Lord, let me have a good sleep, maybe accompanied by good spirits, my mentors, blah 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 blah. No, you can do the prayer, but doing the prayer and happen what you're asking for, there are a huge difference. There is a huge difference. And why? Because I am a bad person. I am a selfish person. I am a very naughty person. I don't care about the others. At work, myself, I don't care what happened there. I'm paid to do this. And at the end, you say, oh, please, Lord, let me have a good night of sleep. This is not going to happen, my friends. This won't happen. It's a process in which you need to behave good. You need to show your actions. It is in synchronization with your thoughts, with your wishes, and with your desires. I may have, as I said, a bad behavior, but I can pray to help me to fight against that tendency, that bad tendency. Of course, the Spirit's going to help us, but are you willing to finish that? Are you willing to close that pattern? Are you willing to move forward? And this happens with the dreams. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to us. Well, I cannot guarantee it's going to work. But if you dreamt and you still remember, try to remember the details. Try to remember the conversations, the people you are engaged to. Try to talk to them. Try to understand them. And those details are going to help you to make a decision. As I said here zillion times, when you ask for patience, when you pray for patience, God will not give you patience. He will give you situations in which you need to exercise the patience until a moment you are a patient person. And this is happening exactly here. You need to overcome your bad tendencies. You need to overcome these difficult situations, these difficult moments. You need to. And only you need to. It's not our mom, it's not our dad, it's you. At the end, it's you. There is no judgment, there is no punishment, but there is you using your conscience against or in favor of you. So the decision, it's in your hands. So this is Kardec's notes. Dreams are the result of the emancipation of the soul, which is made more independent through the temporary interruption of activities and the social interactions of daily life. From that emerges an infinable clairvoyance which extends to the most distant places, to places that have never been seen, and sometimes even to other worlds. The incoherence of dreams is further explained by the gaps resulting from the incomplete recollection of what we see in them, similar to a narrative from which entire sentences or fragments have been accidentally omitted. In other words, sleep, not just sleep. I take a nap, 5 minutes there. Take this more seriously. Try to sleep 8 hours. Don't do like me, sleep 4 or 5 hours and everything's fine. No, we need the 8 hours. We need to rest. We need to get instructions. If you don't sleep, you sleep for a few hours. How are you going to talk to your mentor? How are you going to talk to spirits, friend spirits, who are going to help you to moving forward to finalize your task, to help you? We need to go inside ourselves. And again, this is very important what I'm saying, guys. It's not because you pray at night, it means you're going to have a very good night. But your actions during the day, plus your prayer at the night, will dictate if you will or you will not have a good night of sleep. So, at the end, my friends, it's everything according to question 919 of the Spirit's book. Let's see what the question 919 says. Let's go there. 900. Oh, too much. Question 919. What is the most effective means of improving ourselves in this life and of resisting the pull of evil? Answer from the spirits. A sage of antiquity has told you, know thyself. Do you know yourself? You're doing something because this is going to be good for you. This is going to help you in your evolution, in becoming a better person. Or you're doing something just because the society thinks doing that is a good tendency of the moment. Or you are doing this because you are mirroring something special. But in order to have that something special, you need to do these things now. What do you think you are? What do you think you need to? Is up to you. You have the choice. Again, we stand by here by the autonomy. You are autonomous for your life. You are autonomous to decide what you want, what you need for yourself. It's up to you to decide which path you want to take. And dreams here gonna help you. Oh, Stevan, but I don't remember. I do. I can say. I can guarantee you dream every single time when you're sleeping. If you're not remember, like me, it's very difficult for me to remember a dream. Very, very difficult. Very difficult. Or if I remember, I just remember for few seconds, and when I wake up, if they gave me a message, Houston, we got a problem because the message was not delivered. It wasn't delivered, the message. But how we needed to do this? We need to talk to our mentors, explain, oh, I wish I could remember this because this is gonna help me. I want to see if I had in my previous life situation like I'm facing now, how I act, what were the consequences, and can I see it? Can I access it and have a decision here? But a more grounds on a feet decision instead of a guess or taking things by chance. So, the greatest point here for us today is learn ourselves. It's practicing the autonomy. Understand that there is nobody here to punish, there is nobody here to harm you by intention, by love. There are people who are willing to harm you, but they are temporarily in the dark side. No, this is not Star Wars, but there is a dark side. What is the dark side? It's the absence of light. If I turn off this light here, we will not have a shadow anymore. But when I turn on the light, those points the light can reach, the brightness can reach, I can see those parts in which the brightness cannot reach. Unfortunately, we cannot we cannot do anything. But the dark side is the absence of light. Once I can guarantee 1 zillion%, my friends, those obsessors today, in the future, I just cannot precise how long, but in the future, they will be. I forgot my train of thought. I forgot. Beautiful, isn't it? So, what I'm saying here, decisions in your hands. It's up to you to decide if you want to see the cup half full or half empty. Which action you're going to take? Because both visions demand an action from yourself. And reading this, analyzing this book, Spirit's book, you may have a decision here to take. We will follow part A, we will follow part B, or we will follow part C. But you need to take a decision. Which path you are willing to go is up to you. And the dreams are a good tool that can help you. If I have to give it an advice, is try to go to bed with an empty stomach. You will sleep well. You will do not suffer for anything. You just have to gain. But another advice is watch your decisions. Watch how you treat the people today, how you're dealing with the people today. Because never knows, you may need them in the future, or your future depends on how you are interacting with those people. Again, interconnection. Okay? And with this, we will stop today conversation on question 402 of the Spirit's book. And next to Thursday, I'll be back from my holidays. I'll be here live. We keep going from question 403. We have a deal, my friends? I hope so. I hope so. I want to say thank you, everyone, for your moment. I wish you a wonderful time. I hope I'll be good at transmitting time on my holidays. And um, don't forget, for those who are in Dublin, on the 4th of September, we will have our face-to-face meeting. We will still need to decide what we're going to have, the model we're going to take, but we will be on face-to-face. The address of the new home for us, it is online. Please go to www.isf.ie and you have the address. It is in Ringsend. So we are waiting for you there. Take the address and we were ready to go. Don't forget, Tuesday, Monday will be with you. Also, our friends from the healing will be with you at 8:30 on our YouTube channel. Okay? Let's do the final prayer. I want to say thank you, everyone, for your time, for your patience. Once again, I ask apologies for letting this meeting recorded. But at the same time, I want to say thank you for the opportunity to reach your home, to be with you, and God be with us all the time. Thank you. Okie doke. Wonderful. I'll see you next Thursday. Enjoy your time, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the summer for those who are in the North Hemisphere. Enjoy your summer. For those who are in the South, hang on. Winter is there, but it will pass as well. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.